Hey guys! Well, it's day 20. Is it? Yeah, it's day 28 on our Addicted to God devotion book by Jim Burns. And you can get this. I never told you where you can get this. You can get this online on regalbooks.com, or you can go to Mardel, because that's where I got this. So you can go to Mardel.com, the Mardel stores and stuff like that, so you can get this book. And it wasn't that expensive. I took off the number, but it wasn't that expensive. Yeah, it wasn't. So on day 28, hang on to hope. Hang on to hope. And it says, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run through perseverance the race marked out for us. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy sets before and endures the cross, scorning and shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Hebrews 12:1-2. I'm gonna start with the. I think the verse is bigger than the actual thing. Just kidding. No, it's not. Okay, do you ever feel like a failure? Some people look at the life of Jesus and say that he failed. He was born in obscurity. For most of his life, he was a lonely carpenter. For 3 years, he traveled as an itinerant itinerant preacher. For those 3 years of effort, he really didn't have many disciples or no substantial following to speak of. He died in shame with two common prisoners alongside. If the story stopped here, all would consider him with a failure. But the story continues, because 3 days after he rose from the dead, ascended into heaven, and is now sit at the right hand of our Father. If you feel like a failure, you're in good company. Abraham Lincoln had more failures than victories, yet some we call the greatest president of the United States has ever had. Yes, we do. Look at his life moment. Dots. And then this is all little dots of Abraham Lincoln's life. So one dot. He grew up on an isolated farm with only 1 year of formal education. In his early years, he was exposed to barely half a dozen books. In 1832, he lost his job and was defeated in the race for Illinois' legislature. In 1933, he failed in business. I lost my spot, sorry. In 1834, In 1834, he was elected to the state legislature, but in 1835, his sweetheart died, and in 1836, he had a nervous breakdown. In 1838, he was defeated for Speaker in the House, and in 1843, he was defeated for nomination to Congress. In 1846, he was elected to Congress, but in 1848, he lost the renomination. In 1849, he was rejected for a federal land officer appointment, and in 1854, he was defeated for a Senate. In 1856, he was defeated for nomination of vice president. And in 1858, again, he was defeated for Senate. Was Lincoln a failure? Absolutely not. He became one of the greatest presidents in the history of the United States. There's one word that comes to mind when I think of failure: perseverance. To preserve means to hang out and stick with it, to press forward. The call of Christian is to keep looking to Jesus and moving in his direction. You can rest assured that Paul was right Ooh, I'm so sorry. I just yawned. I was right when he wrote, "He who began a good work in you will carry it onto the complexion until the days of Jesus Christ." And I'm crying. It's okay, really. It's okay. Abraham was a good president. I'm kidding. Philippians 1:6. So hang on, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and the light is love of Christ, and the light is the love of Christ. So now we're going deeper. Take a deeper look at Hebrews 12:1-2. These verses tell us to throw off everything that hinders and to run in perseverance. According to this passage, what or who are you to set our eyes on? Jesus and God, duh. That was so easy. How does setting our eyes on Jesus help us avoid mistakes and perseverance and failures? Because he is the light and he is love, and at the end of the tunnel there is light, and the light is love. So we keep perseverance. No matter what, God is still going to love us. He's not going to see us for our failures. He's definitely not going to see us for our wrongs. He's going to see us for our rights. So remember, if we have more rights than we do wrongs, then that's going to look good. But if we have more wrongs than rights, it's going to look bad. Example, I have 20 wrong. God never, like I said, God never says wrongs, but he does say rights. So if I have 10 rights and 20 wrongs, what's going to sound more better? This will. If I have 40 rights and 10 wrongs, this is going to sound better. So definitely do the right thing. This is my right hand. Oh, I read this and like some girl status. I thought that was so cool. I am so confused. Quotation marks. I'm so confused. Should I go the right way where there's no one left? Oh, well, should I go the right way when there's nothing left? Or should I go the left way when nothing is right? I was like, it's weird, right? I don't even know how these crazy kids come up with things like this. So for further reading, it's 1 Corinthians 9:24, Philippians 2:8-9, and Hebrews 10:36. So remember that. Hang on to the hope. Hang on to what you have. Hang on to that thing that keeps you persevering and keeps you moving forward, because trust me, you'll definitely make it through the day. So I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye. See, there's a thing. I can never finish my videos right, but I feel if I never finish them right, then I'll never fully complete my video. So, yeah. Let me see if it ends now. Bye.